Peace. So today we're going to talk about why I quit my 9 to 5, where I'm at after quitting my 9 to 5, and why I think, as a suggestion, you should start considering following your heart and following less here. So it's been November, actually. So the first week of November or so, second week of November, I quit my full-time job, my 9 to 5. I just felt van life was important, and I started van life for a reason. And some of that reason was allowing me to be a little bit more freer in my choices, my travels, my experience. And so I was doing property management for a while, but here specifically in St. Pete, I was doing property management I was with the company for a year. Within 6 months of that time, I ended up leaving, traveling, working remotely, taking care of some business stuff. And when I came back, my heart was like, how could you possibly go from working remote to going back into an office, dealing with people's bullshit, having a 30-minute lunch, being under fake lights, gossiping, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, do people really appreciate you? Like, I consider this an energy exchange, right? We're constantly exchanging energy and currency. And the dynamic in which we're exchanging that energy and currency is all dependent upon our self-worth. And we've been trained to live in this very fear-based mentality that our heart wants to lead and take us into spaces that fulfills our soul, but the mind and the conditioning aspect of it tells us that we can't, or that we're not worthy, or that something is going to go wrong, or it like always takes the worst case scenario and has us sitting back thinking that we're not going to make it. So I honestly got tired of that mindset, and I realized I had to take accountability for my own energy and where I was at, how I was feeling. I remember being in the office, and kind of towards the end before I left, I was getting like some crazy lightheadedness, felt like I wanted to faint. And all of this to me is just like energetic shit, because you have to remember, when you're sitting in an office full of people, there is no escape, there is no fresh air. One, to renew our breath, and then two, just to allow the space to be renewed, right? You're just confined in these lights that strip you away from your vitamin D. You're in this energy field where you're just combined with all of these, most places, most jobs are full of gossip. So you have all of these thought forms floating around. Then you have energetic people who are energetic, beings, we all are, who may not be taking accountability for their own shit. So then they come into work feeling some type of way, and then releasing that into the atmosphere. Like, this is where my mind goes, into the atmosphere. And then you sit there 8 hours of your day receiving all of this energy, right? It's just not healthy. We've been conditioned to think that this is healthy and right, but it is not. And so when I've started visualizing all of that, and then just how I felt in that environment, since I've been gone, I haven't had any issues whatsoever. And you have to listen to your body. You have to listen to your heart. You have to listen to that inner voice that is telling you, and that is telling me, that we are worthy for greatness. We were born into greatness. We are greatness. Anything that we can visualize with our mind, we can hold tangible in our hands. And give me 1 minute. I have a client coming, and my hot stones are in hot water and it's boiling. So actually, let me take the hot stones out. These babies are hot, hot, hot. Okay, because it's 10:43 and my client's coming at 11. So yeah, we have to, when I was at the gym, I know damn well, I lotioned myself. This is just looking dry, dry, dry. I don't know what's happening. So what do you feel you are worth? Why are we sitting in spaces not loving what we do? Do y'all see that orb moving around? Yeah, why are we not loving what we do? We're in a space now. For me, the new year is actually in March. I don't do the whole January New Year. I just feel, if you really just take into consideration the seasons, and I think sometimes, I know, I'm one of those people where they just kind of want to keep you stuck off of the natural rhythm of nature. And so they said that January was the new year, which for me, I think springing forward, blossoming, newness. If you pay attention to nature, it's a more introspection time. It's a hibernating time. The animals, mostly when it's wintertime, go into hibernation. They don't go out and do much. And so this for me is not the new year, but if it is for anybody else and you feel that you want to do a new year resolution, then, I would consider maybe just kind of getting your notebook, your journal, writing things down of how you see yourself. Like this is the most important thing that I can totally suggest for all of us and even myself. If there is a future version of yourself that you would like to become, right? Align yourself to that. You have to be living in the end. You have to be living in that emotion. You have to be living in that result, right? So most people want to feel good when they get a new car, but they don't feel that until they get the car. Well, you have to be in the now moment of feeling it already, even though mentally you may not think that you have it. But subconsciously, when you begin to live in the end, living in the now, you're going to train your subconscious to believe or to know that this is your new reality. And then it's going to start aligning and bringing things to you. And I think also being in your feminine energy is important, where you allow things to come to you. I think a woman's grace is being able to sit back, and not to say that we are not going to do anything. I think a lot of our doing is inward, and then you allow things to come to you because now you're dealing with an open heart, right? Your hands are open, your mind is open to receive the blessings that we are owed, that are due onto us. And so yeah, just, quitting my job, I will say, has just been a beautiful experience because it's just been all about, one, being able to now make consistent content for you guys, and then just inspiring and sharing my story and my journey. And then just really being able to sit back and ask myself, what is it that I really want to do? What speaks to my heart? That is what I should be going to. And there's no failing at all. There's no such thing as failing when you live from your heart. Is it going to take time to build? Yes. But then that's when you need to humble yourself and be centered and have patience. And know that the universe doesn't deal with timing. It deals with how we feel. So some of the things that you think are keeping you away from it is just that you're not in an open space of feeling worthy to think that you deserve this thing, even though vocally you're expressing it, right? Everything in this reality is feeling. It's all about feeling. And so using the journal and journaling down, right? Let's do the results now. For those of you that want to quit your job and may not feel like now's the time, well, let's just start focusing on what you can do for yourself now in order to leap into that new arena of yourself. All right, present moment. Create an alter ego. Let's start there. Creating an alter ego. My name is Tamara Carice. Carice is my middle name, and Carice is my alter ego. This is how I see her. So you're gonna write down your alter ego's name, what she looks like in detail, the hair that she has, what her face features are, how she's feeling, the environment that she's in. Does she have a lover? And if she does, what does that lover feel like and look like? What does that environment feel and look like? What is she driving? What type of life is she experiencing? What type of relationships is she experiencing? How much money is in her bank? What does her bank account look like? All of these things you want to write in detail, all right? When you write these in detail now, because we learn through signs and symbols, and you learn by constantly writing because you're piercing that reality with your focus, you begin to train the subconscious mind on making this your reality. Your mind and your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between the actual thing or an image that you're feeding it in order for it to believe that it's the actual thing. So you're gonna write all of that down, right? You're gonna look at it every single day and read it every single day. And with that feeling and emotions, you are going to act as your alter ego. I'm going to act like Carice. All right? Another thing that you can do for yourself, and make sure that you're constantly feeding yourself, just like all the symbols that are out there through McDonald's, Taco Bell, all of those, you don't even need to be told what it is, because you recognize now, because you've been so trained and programmed to know what the symbol looks like, because it's repetition, right? And that's how they get people. That's why they do the whole commercials. Every commercial is about a prescription drug. Do your eyes wink in the morning when you wake up? Are you breathing when you rise out of bed? Do you push yourself out of bed when you wake up in the morning? Then guess what? We have a pill for you. And it's repetitive over and over and over again. So now, the more that you pay attention to that and the more that you're feeding that, the more you're receiving that information and programming yourself. This is all a choice, all right? First thing, create your alter ego. Second thing, write down in detail everything that is consuming this alter ego's life. Then what you're gonna do, if you can possibly, oh, my client's here. It's only 10:53. Okay, he's walking. Okay, maybe he's doing something else. Sorry guys, I just want to get through this. I thought I had more minutes. Hopefully he's not coming in yet. So the other thing that you want to do is you want to, if you can, go to Canva. And if you need help with this, hit me up in the comment section and we'll do something, exchange numbers. I'll do a video for you or something to guide you through this. But you're going to create, it could be just a 5-minute video. And what you're going to do is you're going to take snapshots, screenshots of what your future self, but your present self looks like. Like for me, I want a brand new van, whether it's going to be a Mercedes, some type of Sprinter, whether it's a Ram ProMaster. I want a tiny home. I want to be in the woods, right? So I'm going to grab all of those screenshots, even if it's videos, and I'm going to sorry, y'all. Okay, you changed the shoes. Just want to make sure he's not coming to the door. Okay, he's getting back in the truck. All right, I got like 6 minutes. So you're going to go to Canva. You're going to grab all of those screenshots that you took. And if you can, if not, it's totally fine. Photoshop your face into an individual's face that is in that picture or video. If not, it's fine. Your brain and your mind does not fucking know the difference, all right? If you say that that's you, listen, it's you, and that's what it's going to receive. And then in the Canva, you're going to add 432 hertz binaural beats or solfeggios. And you're going to add that in the video, the length of the video, and you're going to put that on repeat, and you're going to listen to this. And you can also record your own affirmations. This is what I do. If you guys go into my affirmations on my video, on my YouTube channel, you're going to see all of the affirmations that I do. I usually do like kaleidoscope and, all of that. It's early. I don't want to say I hate when people are early. That's not true. I have 5 minutes. Yes, I have 5 minutes to be here with you. All right, so yeah, so you're gonna do the video, you're gonna put your affirmations as you're watching the screen change, right? And you're gonna save that, and you're gonna replay that for yourself over and over and over again. This is how you condition the subconscious mind to not believe, but to know that this is the new script that we are playing for ourselves. And then every single day you have to be conscious of how you are speaking to yourself. Your words are power. Your words give life. You breathe life into your reality. So you want to make sure that the words that you're speaking are positive, uplifting, worthiness, affirmative. I am powerful. I am great. Everything is always working out in my favor. My money relationship is beautiful. Like all of this shit. You want to affirm all of these things and watch the conditioning of your thoughts and communication with yourself on a daily basis. Another thing, any music or television that you are watching, you are programming yourself and conditioning yourself. When you are listening to a song that has to deal with a breakup or has to deal with I'm not, good enough, and this happened to me, and the music is like so victim mentality, and not only that, you have an emotion attached to that. That is the reality you are creating for yourself. So create playlists that are all about you having prosperity in your life, you being a divine being, you being godlike, and all of those things. And so the more that you're able to harness this energy, and the more that you are more accountable for this energy, then that's when everything comes together, and now you're creating this sphere of energy around you that is telling a different story, that's training the mind and the subconscious mind to act out a new reality. And then that's when everything else begins to shift. You don't have to worry about the if, when, or why. You just have to be very conscious of the energy that you are emitting and how you are focusing and what you're piercing and directing your energy to. And once you do that, everything else is already going to take place. Everything else is going to start transforming. You're going to start seeing synchronicities. You're going to start seeing things that you thought about come to you. People are going to start saying, hey, I have this, or all of that. Don't worry about the outside. You focus on the internal aspect of yourself, and everything else will play itself out. So this is what I'm doing for myself, but sometimes we cannot get there until we are able to sacrifice an aspect of us and being the lamb on the sacrificial table to be able to have the time and the energy to do this, because our 9-to-5s, our jobs are stripping us away from our life force energy. And we have to begin to trust that the universe provides as long as we have that union and connection, with it. And that's the beauty, of it all. And yeah. So me leaving my job has been the best thing that I've done for myself. And I'm just working on little things, my notary business, my holistic business along the way. And then I was able to create my app. I've been able to work on that. And that's 50% done. And these are things that I enjoy doing because it's all of my energy. Nobody's taking anything from me. If anything, people are giving and I'm giving in exchange. And that's the best way to do things. All right, y'all. So I got to do my appointment. It's 10:59. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. And don't forget, you are worthy. Peace out.